What do you mean by that? She snaps. It is. I don't want you to fall overboard after you've had one too many margaritas and die, Annie. Not on my wedding cruise. You're the maid of honor, for crying out loud. Right. And it'd be really inconvenient to plan a funeral from your honeymoon. We love you, she says. Claude and I care for your safety. Claude calls me Amanda. He doesn't care about my survival. She huffs, but doesn't reply. She's run out of arguments, I guess, which is just fine with me since I don't want to discuss this any longer. I'm angry enough standing here at 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning in the middle of a late February snowstorm, freezing my ass off in a lime green bathing suit. My mother's lucky that I can't stand it when she cries. When the tears started flowing at Thanksgiving, I broke down and agreed to swimming lessons as part of her wedding gift. Not a day later, she'd signed me up, paid for the class, and told me she'd supply the swimsuit. I'm regretting all of it. Especially the swimsuit. It's too late to come up with an excuse, however, which leaves me stuck here with two choices. Wear the stupid ruffles, or scale down to my birthday suit, and nobody wants to see that. I mean, it's February. I'm whiter than Frosty the Snowman. People will need sunglasses to look at my butt. There you are. Gran putters into the showers with a huge smile on her face. Did your mother tell you we were all coming together today? She said you might be nervous. That's why I'm here. I've got moral support coming out the wazoo. The spray of water splutters over my shoulders as I swipe a hand across my eyes and peek at my grandmother. No, I didn't know you'd be here until you showed up at my apartment this morning. I could have come by myself. I glance at her festive attire. It's a testament to how upset I'd been earlier this morning that I hadn't even noticed my Gran's clothes until now. I'd been too annoyed at my mother to speak at all on the ride over. I couldn't be mad at Gran, though. She'd just come along for the ride. It's really not necessary. None of this is necessary. Gran follows my gaze down to her tube socks straight out of that 70s show. One sock says go, and the other says Annie. My name is Annie Plymouth. Everyone will be able to see that quite clearly, thanks to Gran. There are also pom-poms in her hands, and I cringe as she begins to wave them around. Annie, Annie, go banani! She does a high kick, but the floor is a little slippery and she grasps onto a towel rod for balance. The whole thing clatters to the floor, a cacophony of metal on tile as Gran screeches for help. I leap for her just as she's starting to topple with it, cradling her in my arms, praying she doesn't dislocate a hip. I needn't have worried. Within seconds, she's popped right back into her cheer. G-O, Annie Banani, Gran finishes. Rah, rah, rah. No cheerleading in the bathroom, I tell her, as I do my best to reattach the towel rod to its mount. You're a liability. Carefully, I lean the pole against the wall after determining the entire thing is ruined. I can't chastise her too much, though, since she's newly widowed. My grandfather died last year, and it's been rough on her. I'm just happy to see Gran waving pom-poms again. What are you really doing here? Besides cheering for my favorite granddaughter? Yes. Well, I have synchronized swimming lessons right after you. Gran bats her eyelashes at me and offers up a brilliant smile. I've moped around long enough. I loved your grandfather dearly. Still do. But I need to meet some new friends and get some social interaction. I'm going crazy in my house all alone day after day. Oh, Gran, but I come to visit. Only 3 times a week. Mom lives there. Yeah, but sometimes she's boring. Plus, she's busy with work and Claude. Gran winks in my direction. Then her eyes cross slightly as she appears to notice my bathing suit. Giving a low whistle, she shakes her head in appreciation. That suit is gorgeous, Annie.